Hello everyone, welcome to another chart breakdown on EURUSD. And on this chart breakdown, I'm going to be starting the chart breakdown on the 1 week time frame, and from there I will move to the lower time frame progressively. Okay, looking at the chart on the 1 week time frame, I got this range low on the left hand side. Coming towards the right hand side, price bearish the low of the range with a bearish down close candle and expand above that down close candle, and also makes a bullish order block on the 1 week time frame. And we got this previous bearish candle last week. This current weekly candle just opened and it is printing lower within this key level. Okay, my long-term drawn liquidity is this range high, and probably after expanding above the down close candle that liquidated the range low, we started making a retracement profile within that specific candle that liquidated the range low. Now our job is to move to the daily time frame to refine our levels. On the daily time frame, looking at the internal structure, we first got a bullish trend. You guys can see once we reached the range high, we went into a bearish trend until we swept the low of this range with this bearish candle, and then expanding above that bearish candle. Then price used that candle as a level in order to push higher, right? Within this particular swing structure, this is lower low, lower high, lower low, and this is our lower high. The market makers or smart money, they swept the range high, or we can say they break above the previous swing high. Okay, the market broke above the previous swing high and also broke below the previous swing low, right? So the break led to the formation of an expansion swing above, right? And when we have a break below the swing low and the break above the swing high and create an expansion swing above, then we have a bullish dealing range. And when we have a dealing range, our job is to divide the chart into two, that is premium and discount. Premium and discount. So 50% below the range, since we have a bullish dealing range, we have our discount, and 50% above, since we have a bullish dealing range, is called our premium. And it is very important that you guys should follow these breakdown videos attentively in order to be able to have probably the same possible analysis on your own and whenever you are trading, and it can help you in order to fine-tune your own trading strategy. Okay, looking at this particular daily range, we got this weekly order block, which you have to refine it on the daily time frame. So we got this bullish order block, which was within the weekly order block. Okay, and this is our bullish key level, which is actually below the discount, below 50%, and price just tap into it. You guys know, whenever we are trading our model CRT, you have to combine CRT with key levels in order to make it very effective. Regardless, we got this our long-term draw liquidity, which is actually this weekly range high, which is at 1.20842, and we got this our short-term draw liquidity, which is probably this internal liquidity void, that is this order block, this fair value gap that price is currently filling. You know, the market moves because of two things, right? The first thing is to sweep a high, right, which is external liquidity, and the second thing is to actually fill an FVG and a possible, that is the possible internal key level within the range, and rebalance an FVG, which is internal liquidity. So when we fill our internal liquidity, our next job is to target external liquidity, which is actually this opposing highs here, one by one. So once we make a strong market structure shift from this daily time frame, we can expect the market to start pushing higher, based on the fact that we have tapped our key level, right? We break above this swing high and just push higher, right? That is the expectation in which we should expect right now, because the weekly on a nutshell is bullish, so the daily as well, based on the internal structure, is bearish, right? So we want to have a strong reaction from this key level, so as to probably use this key level to change the structure of the market. So based on that, we got this internal structure which we can actually monitor the market to give us a market structure shift, right? And you guys can also see that we got this bearish market maker model. So this internal structure gives us a bearish market maker model where we got a range, right, on the left hand side. We total sweep the high of the range on the right hand side, and then we dump lower. Same thing here, we got a range, we total sweep the range high on the right hand side, and then we dump lower. So this is the bearish maker model. So when we see that highs have been rejected and lows have been broken, that means we are on a bearish maker model. And where are we going to? We are targeting the initial consolidation, and once we reach our initial consolidation, we can actually expect a reaction from the key level within the initial consolidation, so as to look for reversal trades towards the initial trend, which is actually the trend which we identified on the 1 week time frame. Okay, I don't want to make the video to be too lengthy. Okay, our job right now is to do like this. This is our last week candle, which is actually this bearish candle, and this is our Monday candle, right? Okay, we can actually trade the Friday candle and use that candle as a CRT, right? Okay, the fact that we got this gap that caused this bearish close below, we should probably look for a 4-hour CRT on this daily key level, so as to capitalize on this move on the London session. Right now we are on the London session, the pre-open of the London session. So our job is just to focus on looking for valid CRTs in order to capitalize on that move that we are trying to go on in the market. Okay, looking at the weekly time frame, the previous week candle was this bearish candle here, and the previous candle is it's also kind of giving us a reaction, but not that of a clean CRT that we are expecting, because a normal clean CRT, we expect the market to sweep the previous week candle and potentially then start now a bullish trend after sweeping the previous week candle. But actually we closed below the previous week candle. That simply means we didn't get a valid CRT, so we need to monitor the market. Probably Monday is gonna be accumulating, Tuesday manipulating, and so on, and Wednesday distributing. So today Monday candle, so I'll advise most of you guys to just sit and don't do anything, don't trade. Or if you want to trade, you can probably look for a 4-hour valid CRT since we're on the daily key level, and capitalize on that and position yourself on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, right now the market is actually on our daily key level, and we are monitoring and looking at what the market is doing so far, and probably we should expect an expansion higher so as to capitalize on the 4-hour. If the market wants us to trade today, you can give us a expansion that is using the if-then principle. If you have one of those 4 cases where either we close above or weak below, or we weak above or we close below, if you close below, then we won't be expected to be taking any trade. But if we close above, we have any bullish value CRT, then we can consider any trading opportunity to be buying. So our positioning should be on the 15-minute time frame. The higher time frame doesn't look that clean, like you guys can see. So the only time frame which makes sense is the 4-hour time frame. So if you have a valid 4-hour CRT using the if-then principle, then you can consider to take any bullish trading opportunity on this daily key level. Okay guys, if you have been able to watch the video to this extent, you can consider subscribing and also turn your notification bell, so that anytime a new video is coming out, you should be the first to be notified. And if you got a question, you can comment, and if you want to get directly to me, you can check the description in order to get my WhatsApp number, contact me, and we can discuss more about how I can guide you on the financial market. Okay, you guys know I am mostly focused on EURUSD. I don't trade any other asset than that. I focus more on EURUSD. And whenever I want to check out for my SMT, I tap the chart, and that is GU in order for my SMTs, right? Okay guys, if you enjoyed the video, like the video too as well. Okay, peace out.